fellow Americans. My name is Rich Schaus with the Gospel Rescue Mission in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Today I'm here to talk to you about 5 things that we can do, each of us could do, to help bring the United back into the United States. So step 1, we got to get over ourselves. We see all events through our own bias. The other side are not idiots for believing what they believe. They are just seeing the world through their own bias. Get over ourselves. Step 2, we need to deliberately listen to other news sources. We have a tendency to only listen or watch news that we already agree with. And then that becomes our truth. You know, the world is much bigger than that. Take in some other news sources. Step 3, we need to quit worrying so much about what everyone else is doing and saying and watch out for ourselves. So my question to you is, are you really a person of virtue? And we're talking the higher, old school, ancient virtues. If not, stop worrying about all those people and work on that first. Step 4, we need to deliberately spend time with people who look different, think different, worship different, act different than you. And if you can't do that, I get it, it could be awkward, but at least read books that have other points of view. And finally, the 5th step that I want to share with you today is that we need to study the cycles of history and then honestly assess where you would land. For example, most people I know would say that they would have been abolitionists if they were born before the Civil War. But I asked them to consider this. What if you were born and raised to think that some other race was inferior, and that you were born and raised to think that you were superior, and that everything in the culture seemed to teach you that? How would you have believed then? Well, that same sort of thing is going on right now. We are taught and trained to believe certain things that 100 years from now we might look back on and say, oh, boy, if we just knew. What side of history are you going to end up on? My friends, let us come together and put the United back into the United States.